Continuing with the neo-functionalism, start with the basic orientations as given by Alexander. So we see that first of all, neo-functionalism operates with a descriptive model of society. It sees society as composed of elements, और ये elements जो हैं आपस में interact करते हैं, and जब interaction जो है continually takes place over time, then it takes a shape, it takes a design, it takes a pattern. So this pattern allows the system to be differentiated from its environment. जब pattern एक बन गया, एक design बन गया, तो it becomes different from the remaining, let's say, environment. So parts of the system are symbiotically connected. तो ये एक दूसरे के साथ interdependent हैं. So that is what it means. So interaction among parts is not determined by an overarching force. ये पहली बात थी कि functionalism में था कि there was an overarching kind of theory which determines the whole process of action, interaction in the society. Now here it is different. Thus neo-functionalism rejects any mono-causal determinism and is open-ended and pluralistic. So we see that there is not one, let's say, causal determinism. There could be multiple things, and it is open-ended kind of thing, and there could be multiple kind of, let's say, patterns over here. Secondly, neo-functionalism devotes roughly equal attention to action and order. So the focus is not exclusively on one thing, maybe many things. So it does not exclusively focus on macro-level sources of order in social structures and culture, as it used to be the primary objective of functionalist approach. So it pays attention to more micro-level patterns, not the holistic kind of theoretical approach, but different kind of other places from where we see the different kind of theoretical approaches. So neo-functionalism retains the structural functionalist interest in integration. Now it does not rule out the main thing, which was let's say functionalist approach, that is the integration or let's say equilibrium, something which brings it to some static kind of situation. So integration is not as an accomplished fact, but rather as a social possibility. So it recognizes that the deviance and social control are the realities within the social system. So we don't see that there is always consensus, there are always possibilities of differences of opinion or moving away from the established patterns of behavior. So deviation is an important factor in the process of the functioning of the society, and that deviation could be one of the factors which lead to bring a change in the society. So the concern for equilibrium is there in this society, in this approach as well, but this concern is broader than it was in structural functionalist approach. So this equilibrium is more like a moving kind of equilibrium, and that might be considered as it's always in the process of let's say change. So in other words, दूसरे लफ्ज़ों में शायद आप इसको ये कह दें कि it is a moving equilibrium. It's not static, rather moving kind of thing. So a disinclination to see a social system as characterized by static equilibrium. तो ये equilibrium जो है, it is a moving. So every let's say change could come in, and there could be a different kind of stability in the society, a different kind of equilibrium in the different parts of the society. So neo-functionalists use equilibrium as a reference point for functional analysis. The fourth one is neo-functionalism accepts the traditional Parsonsian emphasis on personality systems. वो जो तीन system, personality system, cultural system and social system. So emphasis on all the three systems is necessary, it's important, and there is interpenetration of these systems. When we look at these interpenetration of these systems, it can produce tension. It's not always integrated kind of let's say outcome. It can produce conflict as well, and this tension is an outgoing source of both change and control. So this tension leads to the deviation in the behavior, and the deviation may be controlled, and partly it is controlled, partly some kind of compromise is made, new rules are made, new things come in. So that deviation or that conflict can lead to bring change in the society. So neo-functionalism, the fifth one is neo-functionalism focuses on change in the process of differentiation within the social, cultural and personality systems. Differentiation may be different sectors in the society, division of labor in the society, and because of that division of labor we come across the change. So change is not product of conformity and harmony, but it is rather a product of individualism, individual kind of approach, and maybe because of the deviation or because of the strain and stress which comes in the society, and because of this change, people don't want to remain in this kind of strenuous situation. Therefore, they would like to find a solution, and the solution could be a change in the existing situation. And sixthly, neo-functionalism implies the commitment to the independence of conceptualization and theorizing from other levels of sociological analysis. So that is how this neo-functionalist approach this kind of model or let's say a theory. So they were not trying to look at that theory as such, but they were trying to look into the criticism which was on, let's say, functionalist approach, and they came up with some kind of let's say solution to the existing situation.